Dealerships ignore aging riders, pushing 900-pound luxury yachts. They sell you a death trap. When your weakened knee buckles at an intersection, that massive machine shatters your hip. Today, we expose 18 perfect cruisers built specifically for senior riders in 2026. We break down exact specs, prices, and ergonomic secrets to save your joints. Wait for number 1. I promise you, it completely eliminates hand fatigue by removing an entire mechanical process. Stop buying bikes you cannot lift. Let us begin. Number 18. The Royal Enfield Super Meteor 650. Senior riders remember the golden age of motorcycling. They remember raw steel, sweeping exhaust pipes, and simple mechanics. Modern cruisers look like plastic spaceships. The Royal Enfield Super Meteor 650 transports you back in time without the vintage oil leaks. The heart of this machine is a smooth air and oil-cooled 648cc parallel twin engine. It delivers a manageable 47 horsepower. This motorcycle earns a spot on this list because it features a low 29-inch seat height and forward-mounted foot controls. When you swing a leg over the saddle, your boots sit flat on the pavement. You command the machine with perfect balance. Unlike older British twins that vibrated your teeth loose, the Super Meteor utilizes a counterbalanced engine. It glides down the highway. What makes this cruiser different from modern competitors is the pure metal construction. The fenders are steel. The engine covers are polished alloy. It provides authentic vintage nostalgia without the heavy weight of a massive V-twin. You can buy a brand new 2026 model for $6,900. You can find a pristine used model for $5,500. It saves your wallet and your spine. Vintage style is beautiful, but what if your aging knees simply cannot handle the physical weight of traditional steel? The next machine solves the weight problem completely and serves as the ultimate downsizing weapon. Number 17. The Honda Rebel 500. Many senior riders reach a painful crossroad. They realize their heavy cruiser is too dangerous to navigate in slow-speed traffic. They face a choice: quit riding or downsize. The Honda Rebel 500 is the ultimate downsizing weapon. It features a bulletproof 471cc liquid-cooled parallel twin engine. It produces 46 horsepower. The Rebel earns its legendary status because it weighs an astonishing 408 pounds fully fueled. When you park this machine on a steep incline, you back it up with zero effort. Your aging knees feel zero strain. The seat height is a microscopic 27 inches. What makes the Rebel 500 different from other lightweight cruisers is the mid-mount foot control geometry. Traditional cruisers force your legs forward into a clamshell shape, putting pressure on your tailbone. The Rebel places your feet directly under your hips. You absorb harsh pavement bumps with your leg muscles instead of your spinal column. The slipper clutch requires a single finger to pull, saving your arthritic hand in stop-and-go traffic. A brand new model costs $6,500. A used model sits at $4,500. Downsizing to a modern twin is a smart survival tactic. But what if you want to abandon the massive highways entirely and return to the absolute basics of motorcycling? Number 16. The Yamaha V-Star 250. Some senior riders want to abandon the massive highways entirely. They want to ride simple country roads at 45 miles per hour. They want a machine they can toss around like a bicycle. The Yamaha V-Star 250 is a mechanical survivor that fits this specific mission. It utilizes a 249cc air-cooled V-twin engine. This motorcycle is a featherweight champion. It weighs 324 pounds. If you drop this motorcycle in a parking lot, you reach down and pick it up with one hand. It offers the classic, rumbling V-twin aesthetic in a miniature package. What makes the V-Star 250 different is its primitive simplicity. It still utilizes a carburetor. It lacks complex electronic rider aids. It teaches you the pure essence of riding. The plush dual rear shocks and thick foam saddle provide a comfortable ride on broken secondary roads. The light clutch and narrow handlebars make U-turns effortless. You purchase a brand new model for $4,700. You find a used model for $3,000. It requires zero physical strength to master. Are you struggling to lift your massive touring bike off the kickstand? Stop fighting gravity. Hit the subscribe button right now Join our garage and discover the lightweight machines that keep you riding into your 80s. Let us examine a bike that adjusts to your exact body shape. Featherweight bikes are incredibly fun, but human bodies deteriorate in unique ways. The upcoming motorcycle literally shapeshifts to match your exact skeleton. Number 15. The Kawasaki Vulcan S. Human bodies deteriorate at different rates. One senior rider possesses a bad left knee. Another possesses a stiff lower back. Buying a generic cruiser forces your damaged body to conform to a rigid metal frame. The Kawasaki Vulcan S rejects that concept. It features a 649cc liquid-cooled parallel twin engine derived directly from their Ninja sport bike lineage. The Vulcan S solves ergonomic pain through Kawasaki's brilliant ErgoFit system. Dealerships customize the motorcycle to fit your exact skeleton before you ride it off the lot. They swap the handlebars to change your reach. They swap the seat to push you forward or backward. They adjust the metal foot pegs to 3 different positions. What makes the Vulcan S different from every other cruiser on Earth is this mechanical adaptability. If your hips ache, you adjust the pegs. If your shoulders burn, you pull the handlebars closer. The sport bike engine revs fast, providing exhilarating acceleration while the chassis absorbs the road. A new model costs $7,400. The used market offers them for $5,000. You build the bike around your body. Custom ergonomics save your lower back in the city. But what happens when you finally have the free time to cross state lines without wrestling a terrifying, top-heavy touring bagger? Number 14. The Suzuki Boulevard C50T. Long-distance touring appeals to retired riders. You finally have the free time to cross state lines. But the massive touring baggers cost $30,000 and weigh a ton. The Suzuki Boulevard C50T offers highway touring comfort in a manageable middleweight package. It uses an 805cc liquid-cooled V-twin engine. Suzuki designed this machine specifically for endless highway miles. It comes factory-equipped with a massive aerodynamic windshield, studded leather saddlebags, and a thick passenger backrest. You get the protection of a full touring rig without the terrifying top-heavy weight of a premium bagger. What makes the C50T different is the shaft drive system. Senior riders hate kneeling on cold concrete to scrub and lubricate a filthy drive chain. The enclosed steel shaft drive requires zero maintenance. You change the hub oil once a year and ride. The floorboards allow you to shift your feet and adjust your leg angles during a 4-hour ride, preventing knee cramps. You buy a brand new model for $10,500. Used models sell for $6,000. Highway touring is a dream, but relentless garage maintenance is a physical nightmare. The next cruiser provides absolute mechanical immortality, so you never turn a heavy wrench again. Number 13. The Honda Shadow Phantom. Constant, unrelenting maintenance ruins the pure riding experience. When you reach a certain age, your lower back aches from decades of hard work. You absolutely refuse to spend your precious Saturday morning hunched over a motorcycle on a freezing concrete garage floor. You refuse to spend hours tightening loose steel bolts, scrubbing toxic chain grease off your bare fingers, and sinking delicate carburetors while your friends are already out carving the canyon roads. You want to turn the key, press the starter button, and ride immediately. The Honda Shadow Phantom provides absolute mechanical immortality. It eliminates the garage headaches entirely. It relies on a legendary liquid-cooled 745cc V-twin engine. This 52-degree power plant is a masterpiece of Japanese reliability. What makes the Shadow Phantom completely superior for seniors is the brilliant mechanical combination of Honda's PGMF-I fuel injection paired seamlessly with an enclosed steel shaft drive. Think about the physical labor you're escaping. You never clean a clogged carburetor because the digital computer delivers the exact fuel mixture instantly, even on freezing mornings. You never kneel on the concrete to scrub, lubricate, and adjust a filthy, grease-covered drive chain. You never replace a stretched rubber belt. A new 2026 model demands a highly reasonable $8,400. A pristine used version costs a mere $5,500. Are you absolutely tired of paying massive dealership service fees just to keep your bike running? The next machine proves that custom garage style does not require a mechanic's license. Number 12. The Yamaha Bolt R-Spec. Some senior riders spent their youth building stripped-down garage choppers. They want a machine that feels raw, mechanical, and aggressive, but they lack the energy to kickstart a vintage engine. The Yamaha Bolt R-Spec delivers a modern reliability in a gritty, urban package. It utilizes an air-cooled 942 ccv twin engine. The Bolt R-Spec features a compact chassis. It feels incredibly narrow between your knees. This narrow profile allows riders with shorter inseams to plant their boots flat on the asphalt with their knees slightly bent. What makes the Bolt R-Spec different is the upgraded suspension componentry. Standard cruisers utilize cheap, soft rear shocks that bottom out on large potholes, sending a bone-shattering shockwave up your spine. The R-Spec features premium, gold-anodized piggyback rear shocks. These shocks offer superior damping and longer travel, protecting your fragile lumbar discs from the harsh realities of city streets. A brand new model commands $8,900. You secure a used model for $6,000. Gritty urban aggression is loud, but what if you demand exotic Italian handling and an engine that rocks to a completely different rhythm? Number 11. The Moto Guzzi V9 Bobber. American and Japanese cruisers utilize traditional engine layouts. The cylinders sit in a line, creating a long, heavy wheelbase. Italian engineers think differently. The Moto Guzzi V9 Bobber offers an exotic solution to cruiserweight. It utilizes an air-cooled 853 cc transverse V-twin engine. Moto Guzzi mounts the engine sideways. The cylinder heads poke out into the windstream. This brilliant design choice centralizes the mass of the engine block. The motorcycle feels incredibly light when you lift it off the side stand. The side-to-side rocking motion of the transverse engine provides a unique, rhythmic heartbeat that vibrates away the stress of the day. What makes the V9 Bobber different is the combination of Italian handling and the shaft drive. It leans into corners like a naked sport bike but provides the relaxed, upright seating position of a traditional cruiser. The wide, flat handlebars give you massive leverage, reducing shoulder fatigue in tight turns. A new model costs $10,500. Used models fetch $7,000. Are you exhausted from adjusting drive chains and sensing carburetors? Reclaim your weekends. Hit the like button and leave a comment below telling me which shaft drive motorcycle you want to park in your garage. Let us explore British elegance. Italian flair turns heads, but absolute British sophistication commands immediate respect. The next machine delivers classic 1950s elegance backed by a high-tech brain. Number 10. The Triumph Bonneville Speedmaster. British motorcycles offer unparalleled sophistication. A senior rider wants to pull up to a restaurant and command respect without making obnoxious, deafening noise. The Triumph Bonneville Speedmaster provides classic 1950s styling wrapped around a high-tech digital brain. It features a liquid-cooled 1,200cc parallel twin engine. Triumph tunes this specific engine for massive, low-end torque. You twist the throttle, and the machine surges forward smoothly. You never need to rev the engine to the red line. What makes the Speedmaster different is the obsessive focus on rider comfort. Triumph engineered a sculpted, deep-dish saddle with premium foam support. It cradles your tailbone. The swept back beach handlebars pull the grips directly into your resting hands. You maintain a perfectly straight spine. The motorcycle features standard cruise control. When your right hand begins to cramp on the highway, you activate the cruise control and stretch your fingers. The heavy chrome and swept exhaust pipes turn heads at every intersection. A new model demands $13,900. Used models cost $9,500. British elegance is stunning, but it lacks the necessary luggage capacity for a serious road trip. The upcoming cruiser delivers the complete touring package straight from the factory floor. Number 9. The Kawasaki Vulcan 900 Classic LT. Touring requires luggage capacity and wind protection. The Kawasaki Vulcan 900 Classic LT delivers the complete touring package straight from the factory floor. It relies on a liquid-cooled 903cc V-twin engine. Kawasaki equips this specific trim level with an adjustable windshield, studded leather saddlebags, and a plush passenger backrest. The Vulcan 900 earns its place on this list because it utilizes a lightweight belt drive system. Belt drives require zero messy lubrication and last for tens of thousands of miles. They absorb the harsh shock of gear shifts, protecting the internal transmission gears. What makes the Vulcan 900 different is the floorboard design paired with a heel-toe shifter. Senior riders with limited ankle mobility struggle to pull a standard shift lever upward with their toes. The heel-toe shifter allows you to stomp down with your heavy boot heel to upshift. You eliminate ankle pain entirely. You buy a new model for $10,000. You snag a used model for $5,500. Touring accessories are practical, but sometimes you just want the sweeping, vintage heritage of a true American icon with a modern powerhouse hiding underneath. Number 8. The Indian Scout Classic. American history lives inside the Indian motorcycle brand. A senior rider remembers the sweeping, balanced fenders of the original 1940s Indian chiefs. They want that heritage. The Indian Scout Classic delivers the vintage aesthetic, but hides a terrifying, modern powerhouse under the gas tank. It features a liquid-cooled 1,250 cc twin engine, producing 105 horsepower. The Scout Classic dominates the middleweight cruiser category because it carries its weight lower than any other American V-twin. The liquid-cooled engine sits deep inside the cast aluminum frame. The center of gravity drags on the pavement. When you navigate a slow-speed U-turn in a gravel parking lot, the motorcycle feels planted and secure. What makes the Scout Classic different is the suspension refinement. Indian engineers push the rear shocks to an extreme angle, providing superior damping over harsh bumps. The low seat height and the pullback handlebars create an ergonomic pocket that shields the rider from the wind. A brand new 2026 model costs $14,000. Used models sit at $10,000. Indian delivers massive heritage, but for some veteran riders, if it doesn't have the bar and shield logo, it's not making sense. The next machine offers pure Harley muscle without the spinal damage. Number 7. The Harley-Davidson Softail Standard. You cannot discuss cruisers without mentioning the motor company. Many senior riders refuse to ride anything lacking the bar and shield logo, but the heavy touring models break their backs. The Harley-Davidson Softail Standard is the perfect compromise. It delivers the massive Milwaukee 8 107 cubic inch V-twin engine in a stripped-down raw package. The Softail Standard strips away the heavy fairings, the massive stereos, and the heavy fiberglass saddlebags. It offers pure, unadulterated Harley-Davidson muscle. It weighs significantly less than a street glide. When you roll on the throttle, the massive V-twin torque pulls your arms straight. What makes the Softail Standard different is the hidden monoshock rear suspension. It looks like a vintage hardtail chopper, but the modern coilover shock absorbs the road imperfections perfectly. You get the rugged outlaw aesthetic without the spinal damage. The mid-mount controls keep your legs active, allowing you to lift your weight off the saddle when approaching a pothole. You buy a new model for $15,000. You find a used model for $11,000. American muscle is legendary, but German engineering introduces a level of clinical perfection that practically balances the heavy motorcycle for you. Number 6. The BMW R12 Cruiser. German engineering prioritizes clinical perfection and balance. The BMW R12 Cruiser introduces Bavarian logic to the cruiser market. It utilizes an air and oil-cooled 1,170 cc Boxer twin engine. The Boxer engine pushes the massive cylinders outward horizontally. This design places the heavy mass of the engine block directly above the asphalt. The motorcycle balances itself at a dead stop. You expend zero physical energy holding the machine upright at a red light. What makes the R12 Cruiser different is the technological integration. It features cornering ABS, traction control, and multiple ride modes. It utilizes a massive single-sided swing arm enclosing the shaft drive. The front suspension uses inverted forks, providing sport bike-level steering precision. When you carve a mountain road, the R12 holds a line with surgical accuracy. It blends the relaxed cruiser stance with premium European handling dynamics. A new model costs $15,000. A pristine, used model costs $13,500. We are approaching the final 5 machines. If you refuse to let age dictate your riding lifestyle, hit the subscribe button right now. Join the community that rides until the wheels fall off. Let us look at a bagger that will not shatter your knees. Number 5. The Indian Super Chief Limited. Seniors crave the long-distance comfort of a full-size bagger. They want the saddlebags and the massive windshield, but they dread the 900-pound weight. The Indian Super Chief Limited solves the weight problem. It relies on the massive air-cooled Thunderstroke 116 cubic inch V-twin engine. The Super Chief Limited builds a bagger on a traditional cruiser frame. It ditches the massive heavy front fiberglass fairing. It utilizes a quick-release, clear polycarbonate windshield. You get the exact same wind protection without adding 50 pounds of dead weight to the steering stem. You steer the motorcycle with a light touch. What makes the Super Chief Limited different is the premium digital ride command system hidden inside an analog gauge. The classic round speedometer houses a full-color touchscreen with GPS navigation and Bluetooth integration. You get modern touring technology without ruining the vintage 1940s aesthetic. The leather saddlebags provide ample storage for a weekend trip. A new model demands $21,500. A used version costs $16,000. Stripped-down baggers save your knees. But there is one undisputed king of the lightweight touring segment that mathematically glides through traffic. Number 4. The Harley-Davidson Heritage Classic. The absolute king of the lightweight touring segment is the Harley-Davidson Heritage Classic. It utilizes the Milwaukee 8 114 cubic inch V-twin engine. This motorcycle defines American cross-country travel. The Heritage Classic provides the ultimate ergonomic package for an aging rider. The floorboards are massive, allowing you to shift your feet constantly. The swept back handlebars keep your elbows bent and your shoulders relaxed. The seat is a thick, sculpted bucket that locks your pelvis in place. What makes the Heritage Classic different is its perfect weight distribution. Despite carrying hard, lockable saddlebags and a massive windshield, the motorcycle feels weightless once you exceed 5 miles per hour. The center of gravity is mathematically perfect. It glides through low-speed maneuvers with grace. The standard cruise control and the bright LED lighting package make night riding safe and comfortable. You purchase a brand new model for $22,500. You find a used model for $15,000. The absolute king of touring is comfortable. But what if you ride strictly for the mechanical thrill and want to look incredibly dangerous while hiding a plush suspension? Number 3. The Triumph Bonneville Bobber. Many older riders ride strictly for the mechanical thrill. They spent decades sitting behind a corporate desk, and now they want a machine that makes them feel dangerous. They crave an aggressive stance in raw metal, but their aging body rejects the hunched-over pain of a traditional vintage cafe racer. You cannot fold your spine into a pretzel and support your entire body weight on your fragile wrists just to look cool at a red light. The Triumph Bonneville Bobber is a masterpiece of aggressive design and hidden comfort. It solves the ergonomic nightmare while looking like a rolling weapon. It features a massive, liquid-cooled 1,200cc parallel twin engine tuned for brutal, low-end torque. You twist the throttle, and it pulls your arms straight. Triumph engineers stripped away the fenders, chopped the frame, and bolted on a floating aluminum solo seat. The motorcycle looks like a custom garage build. It turns heads at every gas station, projecting an outlaw aesthetic without the massive oil leaks of a genuine vintage chopper. A brand new 2026 model commands $13,900. Pristine used models sell for $10,000. You can look like a street villain while riding in supreme comfort. But what happens when arthritis makes pulling the clutch lever a physical impossibility? The next machine on our list cures that disease and rewrites the rules of the asphalt forever. Number 2. The Indian Chief Dark Horse. Raw, blacked-out American muscle appeals to the senior rider who rejects the flashy chrome of traditional baggers. The Indian Chief Dark Horse delivers absolute brutality wrapped in matte paint. It relies on the massive Thunderstroke 116 V-twin engine. The Dark Horse utilizes a minimalist steel tube frame. It exposes the massive engine block for the world to see. You twist the throttle, and the engine produces 120 pound-feet of torque. It rips away from stoplights. What makes the Dark Horse different is the raw mechanical feel paired with modern geometry. Indian engineers steepen the steering rake. The motorcycle dives into corners fast. It lacks the lazy, sluggish steering of older American cruisers. The drag-style handlebars force you into a slightly forward, aggressive posture that engages your core muscles and protects your lower back from absorbing direct vertical impacts. The rear cylinders feature automatic deactivation technology. When you sit in hot traffic, the rear cylinder shuts off, preventing the engine from cooking your inner thighs. A new model costs $18,500. You grab a used model for $14,000. We have reached the absolute pinnacle. This final machine rewrites the rules of motorcycling. It cures the worst physical pain a senior rider faces. It keeps you on the road for another decade. Number 1. The Honda Rebel 1100 DCT arthritis forces millions of riders to quit when the cartilage in your left hand deteriorates, squeezing a heavy, stiff motorcycle clutch. Lever 100 times in city traffic becomes pure torture. The pain radiates up your forearm. You stall the engine. You dread red lights. The Honda Rebel 1100 DCT cures the disease completely. It features a liquid-cooled 1084 cc parallel twin engine. This motorcycle utilizes Honda's brilliant dual-clutch transmission. It lacks a clutch lever entirely. It lacks a foot shifter. The digital brain and the dual hydraulic clutches shift the gears automatically with seamless, imperceptible smoothness. You twist the throttle and you move. You stop at a red light and the transmission disengages. What makes the Rebel 1100 DCT the ultimate cruiser for seniors is the complete elimination of hand and ankle fatigue. You focus entirely on the road, the braking, and the beautiful scenery. If you want the thrill of shifting, you press a button on the right handlebar to activate manual mode. You flick your left thumb and index finger on the paddle shifters to bang through the gears like a sports car. The motorcycle weighs a mere 509 pounds. It features electronic cruise control, wheelie control, and selectable ride modes. It is a technological marvel disguised as a bobber. A brand new 2026 model commands $10,000. You find a used model for $8,000. It saves your joints and extends your riding career. Click on the next video to continue the ride. Join the tribe by subscribing and click on the like button. You'll be doing us a huge favor. Vroom!